This is Jimmy.
Nuclear launch detected.
Right on.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Polypoid, it's gonna be Speed, it's gonna be Soma, and one heck of a TVZ bottom left. It is Soma, top left, it is Speed. Now, Speed is not quite at Soma's level yet, but I feel like he's quickly approaching Soma's level, so I want to see how he does today against the Elder Statesman Zerg player who loves his Mutalisks, man. Maybe not as much as BTS does, but Soma loves Mutas so very, very much. Will we see mech out of Speed? I don't know. Stick with me, and we will see what Speed's strategy is going to be here today on Polypoid for the Patreon cast of the week of October the 9th. If you're watching it that week, thanks for being a patron of mine for as little as $1 a month at patreon.com/FalconPaladin. If you'd rather support me on a platform that you're already on, if you don't like Patreon or other places, you can do it here on YouTube too by clicking the join button down below for as little as $2 a month on a recurring basis. You can also support me on twitch.tv/FalconPaladin. And if you're an Amazon Prime member, which a lot of people are, you can join my channel and sub to it once a month for free. So you get to throw free money at Falcon through no money of your own, money there from Uncle Bezos instead. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, you can just connect your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account. It's easy to do. I've done it. You get access to like free games too out on Twitch. It's rad. So you should check that out if you haven't already. Anyway, what's happening in this game? Nothing. Hatch first. Boom! Coming down here from Soma. We got ourselves a little Rax coming in. No command center first place here. I'm not sure that he knows this is Soma with this Hassel Smurf name, but maybe he does. Maybe he's like, let's not take any chances with Soma. Let's not have any shortcuts. And this is actually treating Speed with some respect too by going for the pool before the gas. Right? You want your pool down just in case it's some kind of a proxy. If you hatch first and it's a proxy, you're probably going to die. But if you get a pool down before your extractor, your pool is at least going to finish in time to give you a chance to survive. Which is kind of all you want as a Zerg player, is a chance to survive against a proxy, because it's so strong, but not what we're getting here today. We'll try to keep an eye on the gas timings here from our guy. Could be Valks, right? Could be Valkyries, could just be mech. I've cast games recently where, who was it? I want to say it was Royal. It just kind of went everything. Like, he went for Marines and Takes and Valkyries and some Wraiths and some Battle Cruisers, and I was like, what is this strategy we're doing here? It was very strange. Did it work? It did, actually. He was able to defeat the Zerg player. I think it was effort, too. Like, it was an incredible game from Royal. Anyway, Steve the SCV shows up, sees, hey, it's going to be a lair with the first 100 gas. Neat. I can expand. And so he does. Everything's fine. No lings are going to come up and kill him anytime soon. He's going to see how many lings are made. This is 2. If it's 4, and if it's 6, and if it's 8, and if it's 10, then you panic. And maybe you cancel your expansion, actually. Maybe throw down a bunker or try to hard wall down here, because he's not walling off down here. He's kind of walling off closer to the command center, which is interesting. So, a little bit of a Marine SCV move out, but the lings are here. It's not really going to happen. I mean, getting a safety... Look at this safety sunken he's doing, man. Because he doesn't know that it's not mech. And if he knows this is Speed, this is a fairly recognizable Smurf name. If he's played against Speed before and he knows it's Speed, then it could be mech. He just doesn't know. There's your gas, but it's after second Rax. So, it's not going to be mech, at least not yet. It could definitely be for Valkyries, but we're probably going to see a +1 attack timing. We're definitely going to see an Academy in production here soon. And Stim and range and all that great stuff for Marines will be coming in summarily. You think Firebat should have an upgrade? Like, I know this is a question that is stupid because we'll never get any changes to StarCraft, but like, I guess they get Stim, but they kind of share that, or they don't have their own unique upgrade. Like, Marines have range. They only get that upgrade. Only they get the range upgrade, you know? What if Firebat's got, like, a wider cone of damage upgrade? Like a wider splash damage area? Dude, that would make Firebat so good. I think Terrans would use that all the time, don't you? I think that'd be a lot of fun. So there's the Academy. There's the Marine production. Here's, again, a little push out. So Terran can move out whenever they want. And force the Zerg player to kind of panic and throw down extra Sunkens or make some more Lings when all they want to do right now is drone. Wants to drone. Second gas is done. He wants a lot of Mutalisks. What do we say about Soma? He loves his Mutas, man. I think BTS might love them more because I've never seen Soma make 100 3/3 Mutalisks against a Terran that has Valkyrie tech, and I've seen BTS do that. So BTS may have dethroned him as the Mutalisk king, but Soma's maybe better with them. Yeah, look at that. Second Sunken. He sees the Marine move out. He's like, this isn't medic supported, but 2 Sunkens is probably fine. I don't think we need 3 until the medics show up, which, hey, look, medics are on the way. Third racks, engineering bay for turrets for now. No +1 attack coming in. And yeah, 2 Sunkens against this many Marines without any medic support. Fine. No stim either. Once they have stim, once they have medics, third Sunken required. You're not going to hold it with 2. Again, these little tiny things, these little decisions make all the difference in the world. So Mutas coming out, 7 of them at a time. Macro hatch coming in. Can't help with the larva right now, but it is going to help with Mutalisk production in the future here. And +1 flyer attack, because again, this is our guy Soma. I mean, you clicked on this because you're like, Soma's probably going to make 800 Mutalisks. And then he did! And he almost paused construction on that missile turret, not quite. Not enough Mutas to fight it with only 3. 4 is also not enough to fight a turret, really. Trying to park on top of the barracks as much as he can, but turret positioning is good. Metabolic boost on the way. Range upgrade for the Marines coming in. More medics as well. Turret, 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 turret. I mean, he's like, this is Soma, man. I'm just going to get 3 turrets. All he sees right now are 5 mutas, but come on. It's going to be more than 5 mutalisks. Speed is sniffing this out. He knows. He knows what this is. So 8 mutalisks. And guess what's in production? Not more mutas, but some are coming to join the party anyway. Marines and medics are like, we can handle these boys. We can handle these mutts. Can't quite 2 volley down a missile turret yet. 3 volleying is all right, I suppose. He's just like eating turret shots right now. This means he can park on top of the racks, and this means the Marines have to come home and line themselves up on the ramp a little bit. This is really good positioning for these Mutalisks. They're not, you know, not taking no damage. That's a double negative if you know what I'm talking about. But the Marines coming up that ramp is a nightmare for them. They do manage to make it up. They kill a couple mutas. They lose a ton of dudes. Another SCV gets sniped. It's 31 SCVs. It's 31 SCVs. Marines are getting obliterated by these Mutalisks as well. He's using his macro hatch to make drones. And guess what? More Mutalisks. That +1 flyer attack is not going to use itself here. The mutas have to do it. So we're scanning, and we say, okay, so we see a potential for 4 Sunkens. We see no sign of a hive. No, third base? Oh, there it is. Third base coming in bottom right, 7:30. A little bit late, but when you're investing this much into Mutalisks, your third base is going to be a little bit late. And therefore, you need to get more damage done on these SCVs if you possibly can. Hydroden on the way. We'll be using Lurkers at some point here. We have seen games where Soma's just like Speedlings with like a Carapace upgrade and Mutalisks are going to win the day for me. Queen's Nest coming in. So yeah, this is pretty classic Soma. Make a lot of Mutalisks, give them a +1 attack, get into third base, get into hive, get defilers out, use these Mutalisks to great effect as much as you can in the meantime. Queen's Nest out in front. Interesting place for it. It's not like he needs it. He needs it to make a hive, but he's not going to make queens. It is so rare for Zerg to make queens, even though Ensnare is so good against Marines. Slows their movement speed, slows their attack speed, which is Marines are fast and they shoot fast. That's their thing. He wants this refinery so bad, but I don't think he's going to get it. He's got the +1, so he's feeling a little bit big for his britches here, as my grandpa used to say. I'm not sure if anybody says that anymore, but I'm old, and I remember the sayings of the older generation. Evolution Chamber, Hive, neat, neat, neat. Hadn't turned these into Sunkens yet. Doesn't need to. Mutas, once again, they do get the refinery. All right, shutting down that second source of gas. Huge play from our guy Soma. Did not expect that, actually. Didn't think he'd get it. But hey, that teaches me to not believe in our guy Soma. Science vessels coming in. Irradiate, probably going to get researched here fairly soon. A Carapace upgrade for the Zerg. It's good for the Lurkers, good for the Hydras, good for the Lings. I mean, it's the upgrade that everybody on the ground shares. The ground units do not share any other upgrades, but that's the one. There's the Irradiate, heading down. Lurker Aspect is on the way. It should finish up in time to save this base. Because you show up with 100 Marines at the bottom of a ramp, you're not busting it if there are 2 Lurkers at the top of it. I'm sorry. It's just not happening. He's going to go ahead and Lurker on the ramp. to prevent these guys from getting up. He doesn't have the time to actually make lurkers. There you go. I mean, he's making lurkers, but you know what I mean. He doesn't have lurkers at the top of the ramp yet because he didn't have the time for it. So that buys time, but what's the follow-up, guy? There's no Nidus here. I guess buying time for the Mutalisks to come back and wipe out this entire group with a little bit of Ling support to boot. These Lings are 0-0, but they're providing a little bit of value. Buying time for the lurkers to finish morphing, and there we go. And burrow, beautifully executed. Bought just enough time for the lurkers to finish. They burrow at the top of the ramp, and now we need to radiate to get through there, or tanks. Or, you know, both. Sometimes we see Terran players get both, but nah, man. Just pumping out tons of Marines. And Firebats? Question mark. I don't see any Firebats yet. Those Lings should have maybe given him pause and said, maybe I should stop making entirely Marines and get some Firebats out here. Because these Lings are going to have Adrenal, and they're very scary. Adrenal getting started now at 10 minutes. This is not a man who's going to forget about it. Sunken Spore. So Science Vessels can't just wander in here wherever they want. I love that. Third base. No. What is this guy doing here? That is the worst third base attempt I've ever seen. You can't just send an SCV up and be like, well, got this taken care of. Yeah, who needs Firebat, says Speed. We're roasting these Lings up with our Gauss rifles. No problem. It's a fair point, actually, Speed. Who needs Firebats? Consumes on the way. Nidus connecting the third base back to the main is beautiful. Or the natural, I guess. No, the main. Oh, he built it the other way. That's why it's not here yet. He built it in the bottom right, and then he's throwing out the exit in the main base. I mean, it goes both ways. Scanning in, sees the Nidus, sees the hatchery, says, oh, someone's going mad macro on me. So we got 3 lurkers in a stack. You can radiate one of them at a time when they're stacked up. That's why they're not spread out. The stacking lurkers trick buys you so much time. Dropship's on the way because Speed knows this is how you beat somebody who is locked up as tight as Soma is. Cracklings and Mutos. God, that little group just had no chance at all. Not against Cracklings, man. And the +1 Carapace finishes for them too, so they're so good. But yeah, drops. You get through to the base of the Zerg with drops. 1 lurker on the ramp. More lurkers positioning in. Lurker down. Dark Swarm pop. Dead. Yeah, attack aborted. Just, man, Soma is so good. He is so good at this. Yeah, catch and irradiates. Another Dark Swarm, so we can take a 4th base. While no 3rd base for you, Speed. Yeah, this little Ling Muta group. It's not huge. It's 4 Mutas. And it's like 12 Lings with a 1 Carapace upgrade and Adrenal, which is freaking awesome. But yeah, it's not like he has a ton of stuff there. They're just getting a ton of work done. Ooh, running in, sniping down this drone. Drone gets inside the Dark Swarm. Gets saved. And now you can expand. Beautiful. Doesn't quite have the resources, but now he does. 300. And there was a lurker in the way. Chow. There it is. Keep waiting for Firebats, man. But Speed says, who needs Firebats? Not me. Just kidding. Firebats are now on the production tab. Okay, so he's figured it out. He's like, there are a lot of Cracklings running around. And Firebats with upgrades and stim are pretty awesome against Cracklings. So here comes a 3 dropship drop. Nothing in these dropships yet. We're going to load them up. This is why Scourge are on the map. This is why there are Hiders and Lurkers waiting for this to happen. He knows the only way to get in here for Speed is by dropping, and he has lost games to drops before. So guess what he's going to do? Be ready for the drop. Every Zerg player is ready for this timing, man. So, I don't know. You burrow the lurkers in. The Hiders kind of fight. 2 more lurkers coming out of the Nidus. A Dark Swarm. Bomb. And now you're like, well, how do we find angles to kill stuff? Because this drop zone is a nightmare. We get down below the mineral line is what happens to us. Hydra's actually just sort of fighting here. At least a little bit. Not particularly well, mind you. These are +2 attack Marines with stim. Mining in the main base is shut down by these dudes. Hydras, there are just enough of them that I think we can engage right now. Oh, that dropship should be dead. Okay, took 1 hit. Didn't take 2. These guys behind the mineral line are getting some work done. More unloads out this way. This is annoying to clean up. If nothing else for Soma, I'm not sure he's losing a ton. I guess these Marines have 3 kills apiece, which is not too shabby for, you know, 5 Marines that made it deep into the Zerg base and caused him some trouble and then got killed. 3 kills apiece is pretty much you can expect and ask for. There's further carapace upgrades, by the way, for the ground here for the Zerg. So it's going to have +2 carapace, +1 attack for the Hydras. It is Hydra meta. Initially, it was Lurkers, obviously, but now it's Hydra meta. Hydra Dark Swarm will defeat Marines inside or outside of the Dark Swarm every day, but the Firebats get inside of the Dark Swarm, and now they defeat the Hydras. So Firebats have an additional purpose versus Hydra meta, other than we just kill Lings. Now we're going to be killing Hydras inside the Dark Swarm. See, look, Dark Swarm, Hydras, and then the Firebats are like, we actually have a lot of Firebats. Stim them, dematrix the guys so they can get inside the Dark Swarm, and then jump in there, maybe? They can actually deal with Lurkers pretty well, too. Radiating, Lurks. Oh, Science Vessel dies. Again, this is why the Hydra meta is so good. So good. Science Vessel snipes are just incredible. Plague-o! Massive Plague! Hydras falling back inside their Dark Swarm. Speed's like, we got strawberry jam all over us. Or is it salsa? Third base up from the Terran player. Fourth base here from Soma has been running for a minute now. Soma's looking good. Again, drops can change anybody's fortune for good or for worse. He's sending drops down the left side. There's a little bit of advance notice here from the Overlord into the natural base, but Jude just unloading back here behind the natural. There's nothing back here. No Lurkers, no Defilers. No Sunkens, no Spores, no nothing. And then dropping inside here, 2 Lurker, Spine dead. Lings dead. Drones dying. This drop is heck effective. Insanely effective here. Hydras come in. There's the Dark Swarm. I was like, they're just going to lose. Nope. Science Vessel did get sniped by a little bit of Scourge here, but these guys are alive. Spawning Bull getting sniped would be good, but I found that sometimes players have a hard time target firing when they're down here inside the main base of the Zerg. Like, they didn't expect to get this far, so they're not quite sure what to target fire exactly. And they're doing macro cycles and, like, defending against this back home while they're at it. Falls back from that position. These guys do finally get sniped out, but, man, they got some work done. Speed's getting some damage done here, and this is Soma going for a bit of a killing blow. Nice Plague. Oh, but, dude, just walking into the front door of the natural base. What the what? Queen's Nest down. All 3 Sunkens down. Spore down. Natural base is a nightmare area for Soma, but he's sending enough cracklings to handle it. Once again, that +2 carapace is helping immensely for these dudes against these Marines that have +2 attack. Science Vessel sniped. Hydras again inside the Dark Swarm are just going to be the answer to this. 103 to 80 supply. Soma is up big time. Scourge. No way. No connections there. Nope. Marines are covering the Science Vessels. 4 bases rolling. Third base is really vulnerable for Soma. And he's trying to get a 4th base behind this. Dude, sending up like 4 cracklings into this base would destroy it. I don't know why Soma's not doing this. Firebat, no. Gonna radiate on a clump of Scourge. There you go. No connections for you, Scourge, at all. Dematrixing a Marine. Charging in. No Scourge connections whatsoever. Great target firing there by Speed. But still pressuring here is Soma. Doesn't have a Dark Swarm. Ah, okay. What the? He didn't need it. Turns out he did not need a Dark Swarm. Not at all. He gets in here, and that's it. Speed, GG's out. I do think getting the 4th base and the 3rd base was a little bit presumptuous. But, dude, look at these Hydras. 2-2 Hydras just charging on in. I do want a quick rewind here. Take a look at what Speed has, because that was a little bit abrupt. But, I mean, dude, Soma is such a master. It's not even a huge pressure. He just knows that Speed doesn't have enough to really handle this. 112 to 90 supply. He's up. He's got upgrades. I mean, the 3 upgrades for the infantry is nice and everything. Look, the Science Vessels are all alive. Does he not have any irradiates for these Hydras at all? 1 for these Lurkers. He doesn't have a lot of energy on the Science Vessels, I guess. Lurkers, too fast. His GG and exit timing is way too fast. But I guess that's it. The Science Vessels did not have the energy to irradiate these Lurkers, and then there's nothing to stop the Lurkers otherwise. It's not just the Hydras. I was like, it's the Hydras. Well, also there's like 2 Lurkers here. 3 Lurkers here too. 10 kills on that guy. He's probably dying to an irradiate. But yeah, GG, man. Soma defending this 3rd base with absolutely impeccable timing. Just the best possible timing in the entire world. Holds on to the 3rd, gets the 4th down. Nice Plague, nice Dark Swarm defending that. The drops of speed were good. He killed a bunch of drones today. It's only 48 for Soma on 4 bases. He probably wants at least 50, 55, 60, if we're being honest. But yeah, all those Sunkens died. The drop inside the main almost got the spawning pool. That would have been a nice get. But he just has enough, wherewithal to replace his drones, get his army going, and recognize that speed put a lot of resources into this attack. And then didn't have a lot back home. And again, the third base was so wide open. I'm kind of shocked that Soma won this thing without even going for the third base at all. It's very rare that a Zerg player wins a game by getting to the natural base of the Terran without any Dark Swarm. At least, once Science Vessels are out and stuff. Because yes, Ling attacks happen and Ling floods happen and stuff. But I'm just talking about 15, 16 minutes or so, right? When the Terran has all of their tools. The way you kill a Terran is you get up here and you Dark Swarm. And then Ultras or Hydras and Lurkers ruin you and then you die. But this is Dark Swarmless, Spellcaster-less, winning of the natural base with 2/2 upgrades, Hydras and Lurkers. It's almost like a win in a PvZ that way from the Zerg perspective. So GG, man. 99 to 95,000 points here for the Patreon game of the week. Outproduced the Terran, outkilled the Terran speed, outconstructed, outraised, and resources spent, outspent as well. It's a decent number, about 7,000, a little bit 6,800 resources in 18 minutes is right around the number that you'll want to have there. So that's a GG. That's well done, and that's going to be it for me for a Patreon game of the week. Again, thanks for supporting me anywhere you're supporting me. I love you. And let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.